Hi everyone, this is Mike Gorin. Welcome back to my perfect playthrough of Tiny Lasorda Baseball. Let's get this over with. This team took me a dozen tries to finally beat. I had to resort to using 4 different save states and manipulate the entire opening inning just to put points on the board. That bunt, for example, was the only way I could actually get a man on base at this point in time. I had to manipulate that missed swing so I could steal second base. And because all my hits would have turned into fly balls, and though I got an out there, I was at least able to get a man on third. Now this actually took me a little bit of a while to figure out, but I manipulated that. I got an out, but I got a run out of it. So now I basically like, okay, fine. I didn't get what I want. I didn't get exactly what I want out of this, but I'm gonna get this over done with.
Right fielder.
By the way, if you want to know, the first save state was just the beginning portion of the game. And you're watching the second save state right now.
Second baseman.
So far, things seem to be pretty fine. I didn't manipulate the whole game because I need to get these out. But yes, I had such a hard time with the Reds that I was unable to get any work done for the past couple of days. And most of Saturday's recording, for instance, was simply trying to plan out how the ideal opening inning so I can actually get a point on the board. At least 1 point. And my manipulations actually called for 2 points.
Second baseman. Out.
And even then, watch what's about to happen.
Left fielder.
Yep. Give up a homer. Just like that. Just like fucking that. I could not get rid of this team to save my life. I swapped out my pitcher for someone else.
First baseman. Out.
And yeah, things started going well once again.
Left fielder.
And look at this. Why was I in control of an outfielder? Shouldn't it have been the shortstop or the third baseman's job to grab that? That really fucked me over right there. So now I'm at the top of the third. I tried bunting, but it didn't work. And, you know, I can't even begin to map out what exactly. I tried bunting again, and it didn't even matter. It didn't freaking matter. Really, only the bunt at the very first hit even mattered. And, you know, that's an error, but it's not gonna matter. I'm gonna show you why.
First baseman. Safe.
They're not here.
Shortstop.
Right there. And this completely fucked me.
Out.
Because I pressed C and both down and both up and right, but because... Oh. And at some point, I'm going to end up giving up another home run, too.
Shortstop. Out.
I feel like no matter what I did, the Reds simply don't go away.
Shortstop.
I tried another bunt.
Out.
Didn't matter. So I must have gone really lucky with my first bunt, so I gave that up
Right fielder.
in favor of just swinging away and hoping for the best. Doesn't matter. It could be a strong swing and they'll just catch it, or throw it to first.
Shortstop.
Or it could be a weak hit and they'll get to the ball first and then get it to first base before I can get there anyways. And here's the second home run. So even my second pitcher is sucking ass here. So this is top of the fourth. Once we get to the fifth inning, that's basically when I decided I had enough. Not only was I going to switch out my pitchers, switch out my pitcher yet again. I'm actually going to manipulate the fifth inning.
Center fielder.
I basically had it.
Out.
Reds just kept kicking my ass. I wasn't gonna put up with it.
Right fielder.
Now this doesn't. So I actually had to manipulate the top of the fifth inning. And not only did I have to manipulate to get 2 runs out of it. That swing in particular was, that missed swing was deliberate, as was the foul ball.
Shortstop.
And that one I knew I was gonna get, so I got 2 men on base pretty safely with just 1 swing. Now I needed to get 2 other men on base. I knew they would I would get out there, which doesn't matter because I want to get some points on the board.
Shortstop.
And of course they gravitate towards first, but it didn't matter because I got there fast enough and I got a run out of it. So I knew I was in good hands.
Out.
Even with that extra out, I was like, you know, I'm up 3-2.
Ball.
And I managed to steal second again.
Ball.
This freaking team, man. Yeah, this team was tailing me up until this point in time, and for good reason. It probably doesn't surprise me that the final team you play in sequence during the regular season is probably the one team that tails you till the very end.
Right fielder.
And it doesn't make sense because the Reds are statistically one of the worst teams in the World West Division.
First baseman. Out.
Anyways, the rest of the game I don't really have any more trouble with the Reds. So I basically play as organically as possible the rest of the way. Kinda really sucks I actually had to resort to a tool-assisted run of this game just to stand a ghost of a chance against this Reds team.
Right fielder. Out.
And that was the entire recording section for Saturday night.
Ball.
Luckily, the other 2 games actually flow much more smoothly, but even so, I couldn't use just 1 run. Oh, I spoke too soon. I got a man on base, unfortunately. I knew I wasn't going to make it a third, so I just threw it to home just to stop them. And at this point, I decided, you know what, I'm going to use another save state.
Right.
Yep, here's the save state.
Third baseman. Out. Safe.
Yeah, I kept the man from going to second.
Center fielder. Out. Safe.
I keep doing that for precautions. For whatever reason, the third
Second baseman.
baseman
Out.
are playing really cautiously, so I was just being cautious. So I
Right
basically
fielder.
was taking precautions just to prevent the Reds from scoring.
Out.
Luckily, this is the last, I believe this is the last save state for Game 13. They change out their pitcher. I think at some point I just decided I'm going to use the third pitcher I have because he's light years better than any of the first two guys.
Ball.
Yeah, I have never been able to steal third base, and to the best of my knowledge, it's impossible to steal home.
Ball.
The reason why is because the catcher is smart enough to hold on to the ball.
Base on ball.
And yeah, I got base on ball.
Right fielder.
Doesn't matter.
Out.
It didn't really matter at that point.
Second baseman. Out.
Once that ball was airborne, I knew I was gonna get the out.
First baseman. Out.
Luckily, I don't think I needed any more runs. I just needed to shut out the Reds.
Out.
So the rest of the game basically reverts back to normal.
First baseman. Foul. Strike. Out.
Yep, China sucks
First
here.
baseman.
And I don't know if that was an error or they just knew to throw it to second base. Tried stealing seconds here, but it didn't work this time.
Right fielder. Foul.
My problem with these fouls is the fact that it makes the game take even longer.
Out.
So, no, that's the better. But this time I swapped out my pitcher too, so...
Second baseman. Out.
I even kept it in the back of my mind to swap out my pitcher for the next game. This time, swap out both my first and second pitchers.
Out. First baseman. Out.
So I basically I don't know if I go into speedrun mode the rest of the way, or
Third baseman.
or if this was just something that sort of happened automatically as a byproduct of how the game goes. Let's see.
Ball.
Oh no, I think I still try to earnestly earn more points because a 1-point lead is not safe,
Out.
but it didn't matter.
Second baseman. Out. Second baseman. Out.
And one more out.
Second baseman.
Caught.
Out.
Shortstop caught it, and that's game 7 match. Won an ugly 3-2 game that required some save states. And now game 14 only required 3 save states, so this is mostly due to technical difficulties.
Play ball. Third
This
baseman.
one actually, although the games 14 and 15, as I said, were much smoother. I was able to record both games yesterday.
Shortstop. Out.
And the only reason for the save states is because the sound kept glitching out.
Third baseman.
And I managed to steal second here. And again, I don't think it's possible to steal third or home base.
Third baseman.
Unless you have errors turned off. But here I basically knew I could get a run. So that's actually good to know.
Third baseman. Foul.
No. This game was, strangely enough, even longer than the previous game. And it's largely due to my scoring frenzies.
Ball.
Yeah. The reason why it's almost impossible to steal third.
Out.
And, yeah, I knew that was going to be an out, so... yeah, because I don't really know how the, pitching order is supposed to work, I basically decided to just swap out my pitcher twice. And the result is, oddly enough, a perfect game.
Out.
I mean, a true perfect game for a particular pitcher. Playing from pitching from the first inning all the way to the last.
Second baseman. Out.
So even though I had to use some save states here, this oddly enough became my second perfect game of the season.
Safe.
And I just got to steal second.
First baseman. Out. Safe.
And I actually checked, this is not the last series of the regular season. I don't really know why, because you're stuck playing your division rivals and only your division rivals.
Strike.
But regardless, this is the last of the, but regardless, there's another series of baseball games after this. So the season's not coming to an end in this episode, sad to say.
First baseman. Out. Third baseman.
And I got a man all the way to second base.
Safe.
I don't try to be bold here, so...
Ball.
Again, second base is much further away.
Left fielder.
Nope, that's not gonna work.
Out.
If only if it was possible to steal third.
Left fielder.
And, I made some,
Safe.
mistakes here. I actually thought they were gonna catch it. Almost every time you get a fly ball like that,
Shortstop.
you expect them to just make it.
Safe.
So I get another run out of this. And this is a particularly long inning, by the way. I also like that the catcher doesn't even bother trying to make it to second.
Center fielder. Out.
And at this point, there was nothing I could do. I was locked into... Those men were locked into their bases, so I couldn't turn them around.
Strike. Second baseman.
So that turned out to be the end of the top of the third.
Second baseman. Out.
I wish I got more runs out of it, but on a bright side, at least I got a perfect game.
Out.
I don't even know when I start using my next save state.
Center fielder.
And that's an out.
Out.
And,
Second baseman.
yeah, the main difference is I'm basically playing under the assumption that I'm not totally...
Shortstop.
that I have not totally clinched this game. Didn't matter because I got a double out.
Second baseman. Out.
Well, the Reds are a bitch to score against, and they are an even bigger bitch to fend off.
First baseman. Out. Shortstop.
You know, again, I'm on base. I think the fact that I keep trying to win rather than just end the game with the lead that I have is probably a testament to how weary I became of the Reds.
Safe.
That and getting men on base and scoring runs is kind of addicting.
Ball.
Frankly, it's amazing I had time to record the next game. I said yesterday, May 16th.
Left fielder. Out.
After several failed recordings on the 14th, I got a successful recording on the 15th. And, you know, that's that. He gained those fly balls, which are completely useless. Unless they're home runs.
Out.
And even though he could have got me out on third and could have thrown it to first, I think I used a safe state.
Right fielder.
Just as an emergency precaution.
Second baseman.
Like, we're at the halfway point. I don't want the Reds to screw me over again. Or I don't want to be stuck having to reset all my earlier progress again because of some emulation problems.
Shortstop. Safe.
Yeah, I really should have just gone into speed running mode, but I didn't trust myself or this game. I think this game runs at 16-17 minutes long. I apologize.
Shortstop. Safe. Third baseman. Safe.
How many games are there in this season?
Shortstop.
Yes, I don't score.
Safe.
I think in total there are 30 games during the regular season.
Strike.
And
Ball.
And this inning
Third baseman.
wouldn't end.
Out.
And now it's ended, and even though I got bases loaded, all I got was one run out.
Second baseman.
I do think I get another glorified home run later on, but I don't know if it's this game or no, it'll be the next game I get the home run. Oh no, you're swapping out hitters.
Center fielder. Out.
And that was actually pretty easy.
Ball.
Sometimes if I actually press the C button for a brief second, I kind of... And that's a home run.
Out. Ball.
It's very, very hard to get a home run down the middle like that.
Ball.
As you can see, I've actually done it once or twice already in this perfect playthrough, so... I don't know, I don't remember the game specifically. I have a playlist. So you can actually find it in one of those videos.
First baseman. Safe.
And this is yet another error, so I think at this point I get another run.
Ball.
Keep in mind that while it is possible to steal second, it is, to my knowledge, not possible to steal third. Not with errors off.
Third baseman. Out. Safe.
So...
Strike.
Kinda hard to multitask like this. And this pitcher is just becoming a pain in my ass.
Safe.
Particularly because this pitcher just kept pitching wide to the right or wide to the left.
Ball.
And I don't even like, oh, there are strikes or they're just touching the strike zones. They're just throwing balls. So I think I figured out the weakness of the Reds, and that's the pitching. The pitching sucks. Unfortunately, it's pretty much the only thing about them that sucks.
Second baseman. Out. Second baseman. Out.
And
Left fielder.
I barely catch this one. I think I had to fidget around a bit. So we got two more innings. Got two more innings to secure that perfect game.
Shortstop.
I already did it in Game 5, so this is kind of just a weird little bonus. I think I use a save state for the 9th inning.
Second baseman. Out.
At this point, I decided to just go into speed run mode.
Strike. Second baseman. Out.
And just get the game over and done. I don't care about the points anymore.
Out.
Which, when I get to that state of mind, is usually when I get home runs.
Out. Strike.
But not in this game. I think I just win by the score 4-zip.
Ball. Shortstop. Out.
That's one out.
baseman.
And here's the second out.
Ball. Ball.
And this pitcher's just sucking wind for no reason.
Ball. Ball.
And this leads to a base on ball.
First baseman. Out. Strike.
So yeah, I'm basically just over and
baseman.
done with.
Out.
It's kind of weird that their third pitcher is easily the best pitcher you have
Out.
by a country mile. First pitcher is slow, doesn't have a very good arm. The second one has a good arm, but he keeps swinging home runs. So this is proof that of a perfect game. I win 4-zip. And now we proceed to game 15. This game only used 2 save states.
Play ball.
And again, this is mostly for technical
Strike.
difficulty reasons.
First baseman. Out.
Because unlike the other 2 games, this one only took 1 try to beat.
First baseman. Out.
I think I'm leery of some issues with emulations. You kind of take these
Out.
precautionary save states. But yep, nothing. This is actually, I think, the first game, the only game in the series I don't score any runs.
Second baseman. Out.
I honestly don't know if I'm gonna go for a perfect season or not.
First baseman.
It's totally unrealistic in real life ball, but it is possible in theory.
Out.
Yeah, you're teasing me that that would be home run right there, but yeah, right.
Second baseman. Out. Second baseman. Out.
Well, at least I have a pitcher that has a perfect game all to themselves, rather than just as a whole game a perfect game.
Right fielder. Out.
I think that once I get my division locked up, I'll probably just accept the outcome of whatever games remain on my schedule. I'm saying that right now, but
Third baseman.
because it really doesn't matter so long as you get, because your record doesn't really matter all that much so long as you make the playoffs. The game doesn't really keep track of the number of wins. All it really knows is how,
Right.
with the password system, all it really knows is if you have a winning record or not, or if you're leading your division or not.
Out.
So basically I'm playing through speedrun mode, pretty much for the first several innings.
Second baseman.
This is basically a look at how most of my games between the Reds and the against the Reds have been like. Just a perpetual stalemate where nothing gets done. Literally, the only difference is that the Reds usually score a run or two on me.
Ball.
But interestingly enough, they don't score any runs the rest of the in this game either. It's not another perfect game, but it's another shutout.
Second baseman. Out. Strike.
I'm really tired, by the way. I don't know why, because this weekend was surprisingly not that bad.
Ball. Second baseman.
Alright, got him in on base. Because I got him in on base and we're stuck in a gridlock tie, I kind of have to do this.
Out.
But it didn't matter because I got it now. Once I
Shortstop.
was down 2 outs. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get any points. Not
Second baseman. Out.
Oh wait, even if the ball goes towards the pitcher, always assume that the pitcher's not going to get it.
Third baseman. Out. Strike.
Because you only have a split second to react.
First baseman. Out. Left fielder.
Oh no, that's an out. These outfielders generally know exactly where they have to go to make sure they catch the ball. I think I use a save state actually because I'm unable to escape this gridlock tie. So I'm like, you know what? I absolutely need to put points on the board. They're not scoring, so that's good. But sooner or later, that tie is going to break.
Right fielder. Out.
And I don't want the Reds to be the ones that break it.
Out. Third baseman. Out.
So far, I think I break it in the 7th inning.
Second baseman. Out.
See, it's actually going really quickly because I can't break the tie. And I actually start getting visibly frustrated because it's 6 innings and I haven't put any points on the board.
Out.
I'm getting nervous that the Reds are gonna break out any second.
Second baseman.
Just score home run after home run after home run.
Left fielder. Out.
Well, look where I'm fish. And do I use a safe stay here? No.
First baseman.
Alright, I finally got my own base. This is basically when,
Right fielder.
am I getting out? Because of course. The outfielders seem to always know exactly where they need to go to catch the ball. I got 2 men on base, which is good.
Second baseman.
And I basically am able to get points on the board and narrowly escape a second out.
Shortstop.
So I get another point on the board.
Out.
Didn't matter that I got an out there, I got a second point. I got a second run. So I'm actually feeling really good about myself here.
Out.
Too bad I couldn't get a third run, but I digress.
Second baseman. Out.
And, yep. I'm now up 2-0. So I'm actually glad that I'm the one of all people who was able to break the tie.
Out. Shortstop. Safe.
And yeah, I couldn't make it to first base on time, so
Left fielder.
not much I could do about it.
Strike.
At least the rest of everything else went smooth sailing.
First baseman. Out.
So I basically go into speedrun mode just to get this game over and done with.
Shortstop. Out. Shortstop.
And yeah, there really isn't a whole lot to say.
Strike.
But, yeah,
Safe.
and I stole second anyways. So even though I went to speedrunning mode, I still decided, you know what, I'm gonna try a bit harder. Didn't matter though.
Second baseman. Out.
Now we're on the 8th,
Out.
which is pretty much the end game.
Second baseman. Out.
And then the game is just gonna gift wrap a home run from
Ball.
me soon.
Third baseman.
Not here. I basically just go speedrun mode here.
Out. First baseman. Out.
And nope, not here either. This is gonna be my home run.
Right fielder.
The only home run I would ever get in this godforsaken series. And it was garbage time, too. So now I actually feel pretty secure in my 3-0 lead.
Out.
So now we're on the
Third
home
baseman.
stretch. Boom, out. After they sneeze for Burns.
Third baseman. Out.
Out. Yep.
Shortstop.
And this is
Out.
Game 7 match. So, as I said, this is not the last game of the season. Next time, we circle back to the San Francisco Giants for weeks 16 through 18. This is Mike Gordon, signing out.